100% Chelsea. Another 0-0. Chelsea 0. Leicester 0. I feel like this is what West Brom fans feel like a lot of the time. It is awful.
Oh, it's dire. It's dire. Cahill, just bow out. Just go while it's, you still got some kind of love for you, because that was fucking shit. That was appalling. I mean, he's our captain. He's supposed to be the captain on the pitch, and he doesn't talk. He doesn't talk to anyone. He gave no instruction. There's no voice. There's no voice in the midfield. No one's organising anything. I watched Nini after the Arsenal game, and he talked about formation and system. Like, we came out with a formation today, but there was no fucking system. There was nothing. They were running around like headless chickens. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know who was supposed to be where. We're going sideways. Fucking Fabregas. Like, what the hell? I mean, I know I've had a go at him all season, but telling us to calm down. We haven't scored now for 270 minutes of football. 270 minutes of football, and we haven't put a goal in. And yet we've got Hazard, we've got Morata, we've got Pedro and Willian on the flanks. What is going on? Like, it's appalling. It's appalling. The system's wrong. Conte wants to bring in players. The board aren't even listening to him, and they're going to sign Ross Barkley, who he doesn't really want. I kind of feel bad for Ross Barkley in the situation, because I think he could be a good signing for us, but it's just not who Conte wants right now. I mean, what is going on? What are we doing? Are we trying to be Arsenal? Are we literally trying to be Arsenal? We're trying to pass the ball in the net and not score. We're not signing good enough standard of players, and yet we've got good ones in our ranks that, quite frankly, if we carry on like that, they're just going to run the contracts down and then disappear. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we're Chelsea. Since Abramovich has come in, we've been one of the best forces of football that's ever been. Like, we go into European games and teams don't want to play us. Barcelona at the minute, they're sitting there rubbing their hands thinking, God, we're going to have these lot for 10. Like, you're telling me that we're going to try and keep a clean sheet here and then go to the Nou Camp and nick an away goal. It's not going to happen, mate. They're going to come in, they're going to batter us 4-0, and then they're going to take us back and then toy with us. They're going to play with us like little bloody Lego bits, which is shocking, which is absolutely shocking. And I just don't get it. Like, I feel for Conte. I do feel for Conte, but what the hell is he playing at, pulling Hazard off? I mean, okay, yes, he's not having the best game, but he only needs 5 minutes. He only needs 5 minutes, and he can change the game and put it on its head. You had Bakayoko, who was having a howler.
As usual.
He was atrocious. And he leaves him on the pitch. I mean, bringing on Pedro and Willian, it was the right call. Pedro and Willian. But when the ball went up and you see fucking Hazard's coming, what the fuck? Why? Why pull him off? He's done. I know he hadn't done anything major in that game, but like I said, he needs 5 minutes. He only needs 5 minutes. I don't get what's going on in the minute. I really don't. Is this some kind of charade from Conte trying to make the players play badly so that he can get the signings he wants? Because then the people are actually going to listen to him. What is going on? It's absolutely shit. It's absolute shit in a minute.
I can completely agree. But I mean, there's so much more going on. Clearly, like you're saying, it could be a charade. Conte, obviously, it doesn't help with him saying in his press conference anything can happen in football. Yes, it's true, but was it necessary for him to say that? I mean, what is going on? Like, it's running through my head. I'm pretty sure everyone here, it's running through their heads as well. It's something which I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, the comment he made, it's just the truth. It's not. He wasn't trying to say anything by that. I think it's been twisted and misconstrued. And obviously, football fans, we always try and think the worst of whatever comes out when it's not a really positive statement. But to be honest, what's the alternative? Like, what is the alternative? We're going to get another manager who's going to have another good season, sign a couple of players that he wants to sweeten the deal, possibly go and win a couple of trophies, and then what happens when we start then getting the signings again? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm bored. Like, I'm just bored of it now. It's boring. Do you know what I mean? We've paid £70 million for a striker, and he doesn't get the right service that he needs. And then when he does get the right service that he needs, he can't do shit all with it, unless it's on his head, 8 yards out, inside the box. £70 million for that. And then, I don't get it. The signings that we've made this year, no one's been a new massive influential player. Like, we're talking about possibly bringing in Mahrez. I do not see, having watched that game, what Mahrez will offer us compared to what Willian does. I really don't. Because they're a very similar type of player. They're pacey. They play the similar sort of ball.
Making Alonso look like he played for a League Two side today.
Yeah, but Willian came on and he changed the game. It's the same sort of thing. They're the same sort of player. We've got a player like that. We clearly need to strengthen where Moses is, because, I mean, he didn't play fantastically well the past couple of games, and Zappacosta still hasn't come in. So he obviously doesn't trust in Zappa, so we need to get someone to fill that position. We need another type of striker, and I want to emphasise type of striker.
Go on, we were talking about this earlier. What do you mean?
They're talking about bringing in Andy Carroll. He's Morata, Mark II. Good in the air, and that's really it. I mean, Andy Carroll is not a Chelsea player. Cavani's a Chelsea player. A serious, big-time, big-name striker. One of the biggest fuck-ups that we've made is getting rid of Costa. I'm sorry to say it, but he was an aggravation. He was a fantastic player for us. He scores goals, and even when he doesn't score goals, he distracts the other team. Morata does nothing. He doesn't do anything. Like, he's just still there. I mean, there was a period then in the end of that game where, for about a minute and a half, he didn't move. He literally stood rooted to the spot and didn't make a single run. Didn't aggravate a single Leicester player. Did nothing. And, you know, how are we going to score goals if we don't move? How are we going to score goals if our main man, £70 million striker, doesn't want to get himself into a position where we're going to score a goal? That's where it's wrong. Just everything. Everything is wrong at the minute. Everything. Thank you.